Guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Be in the market one trade at a time. For you to Market Marauders investment channel helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So you did get the title correct. I'm going to go over my opinion of some of the top oversold stocks currently in the market. So let's jump into it. So first one to start with is ticker sign LMNL, and that is for Liminal Biosciences. So their moving average 10 is $4. Moving average 50 is looks like 410. The moving average 100 is $4.47. So they ended the week at $4.35, but still bearish at the time of this video, denoted by this moving average 10 line being below the moving average 50 and 100. Now VWAP is starting to go up on this one, so I would definitely look at this one for possible early morning mover when the market opens on Monday. Now on the channel, I like to go into background information on the stock, so let's do that. This is the company, and this is some background information on them. On next Thursday, they will be having an earnings. So if you know stocks rally around earnings, when earnings season happens, there's a lot of stocks that they'll rally up to earnings, and if they have a good earnings, a lot of times they'll rally after the earnings. I would say the market's going to have a little bit more stability next week, especially considering that we do have a president chosen in the United States. So I expect the market to level off after that news has been declared. But then with the rest of the stocks, earnings season is still continuing. So by Thursday, if they have a good earnings, I would say definitely keep them on your radar. So the next one to say that is oversold is ticker sign CATB, and that is for Catabasis Pharmaceuticals. So their moving average 10 is $1.32, moving average 50 is $1.33, and the moving average 100 is $1.34. So they ended the week at $1.31, but they are bearish, noted by this moving average 10 line being below the moving average 50 and 100. VWAP is kind of stagnant as well, so not that much volume, but let's jump into some background information on them. So background information on Catabasis. I hope I'm saying that right. It says that they are announcing top-of-the-line results for their Phase 3 Polaris DMD trial for muscular dystrophy. So they're giving an update of their Phase 3 trials, and Phase 3 is a pretty important metric for all drug manufacturers. If you want to check it out, I have a video explaining how to pick out pharmaceutical stocks. It goes into depth about NDAs and NMDs and all the different acronyms you find in pharmaceutical stocks. So you can go and check that video out. Goes over Phase 3, Phase 1, and the different phases that the FDA approves. So if you're familiar with pharmaceutical stocks, that video can help you out. But if you're not, it definitely gives you some clues to look forward to when actually trading pharmaceutical stocks. But with that being said, since they're waiting for results or waiting to announce, they've announced their Phase 3 trial, muscular dystrophy clinical trial, then I expect next is going to be some sort of FDA action is probably going to be taking place. So I would say definitely keep this one on your radar because it's posed to go up, but I think it went down quite a bit, and I think it still has more room left to continue to go up. So going next, we got ticker sign ASMB, and that is for Assembly Biosciences. If we see they fell off quite a bit, going into where they're at market-wise, their moving average 10 is $5.07, moving average 50 is $12.82, and the moving average 10 is $13.83, and they ended the week at $4.94. So they fell off tremendously after the news had come out, or whatever news came out for this company, which shows by moving average 50 and moving average 10, 100 still being this high, and moving average 10, going down so low. So that being said, going into some background information on them, we can see that they have released their third quarter 2020 financial results, which they have their HVV portfolio. It just basically goes over some of the stuff that's on there in the presentation. So if you want to, you can go check that out. But I think, volume wise, there was a pretty dramatic sell off, especially, considering what's going on. And then it says we have great strides towards initiating the VB Core Viv Phase 3 uh, program. So they're basically trying to get back into their Phase 3 trial, which the other company that I talked about had a Phase 3 trial. So I think when an update comes down from that, since this just came out in the 5th, I think it'll continue or rebound to go back up. So with these pharmaceutical companies, they're very volatile, which means they change and fluctuate on like the drop of a dime. So any news that comes through that's negative makes it go down really far. But any news that's positive, the reverse action also happens. So you can take advantage of that. But with the company being oversold, basically means that people are buying it. You know, or people are selling it, at a faster rate than it's actually going out. So, oversold, you can take advantage of from rebounding. So I call it rebounding, but it's basically, when the stock is oversold, people maybe have, too dramatic of an action that has happened, and then it regains, after people have that initial sell off. So after there's that large plummet, you can take advantage of it rebounding, especially if it fell from a place as high as where this one is at $12.82 and $13.83. So going to another one that I think everyone should look at, or that's on my watch list for oversold category, is ticker sign BVXV, and that is for BioNVIV. So their moving average 10 is $2.68. Moving average 50 is $2.77. And the moving average 100 is $2.94. They ended the week at $2.69, but are still bearish, denoted by this moving average 10 line being below the moving average 50 and 100. So 269 is where they ended. Going in background information on them, it says that they announced top line results for their phase 3 clinical trial of the M001 universal influenza vaccine candidate. So once they get approval of this, and after they're submitting their phase 3 clinical trial as a standalone universal flu vaccine candidate, but once they get approval of this, or once gets authorization to be a thing, I definitely expect this company to go up and make more moves for this rebound. So it was down, pretty much the whole week and just kept on a steady downward trend, but I think it definitely has potential to reverse to go back up. So going into another one, we got ticker sign NVIV, which to me I say is what most people think of when they think of a penny stock, as a stock under $1. So ticker sign NVIV is for in vivo, so not Inovio, but in vivo. So their moving average 10 is 52 cents. Moving average 50 is 53 cents, and the moving average 100 is 53 cents. So they ended the week at 52 cents, but we can see that they're starting to curl up towards the end of the week. So hopefully on Monday, there'll be an early morning mover. So going into some background information on them, this is basically the company. This is some of the stuff they do. I thought this video was pretty interesting, just showing one of the technologies that they have where you can do 3D imaging or 3D rendering of, muscular system in somebody's body. I thought that was pretty cool. But they do a lot of different medical devices and 3D imaging for medical companies. So I think it's pretty cool. Definitely, kind of on the trending or on the wave of, technology. I think their technology is really cool. It's definitely a very niche technology because it's in the medical field. But once it becomes industry standard, or once people or large corporations or large medical clinics decide to take this information and use it for their own, then you really have something good going on with the company. And the company's stock is also very low. So the price is low, but I think the potential of what they do is actually a lot greater than the price that is actually shown. So that's why I have them on my oversold. Lastly, we have ticker sign ATXI, and that is for Avenue Therapeutics. So their moving average 10 is $3.06. Moving average 50 is $3.04. and the moving average 100 is $3.05. So they ended the week at $3.05, which is right at their moving average 100. So their moving average 100, 50, and 10 are all very close, and it ended the week very close to all three of those metrics. So I would say it's still bearish. I would say it's bearish because it's on the borderline of all three of those, and there's no definite breakout. So going into that, some background information on them. They got a response letter from the FDA basically saying the FDA did not want to accept their phase 3 trial and demonstrated statistically significant outcomes for all of primary and secondary endpoints. The FDA has determined that it's not that it cannot approve the application in its present form. So the stock fell off basically because of that and has not recovered since then. But that doesn't mean that the treatment that they're trying to release is not going to ever be released. So companies put large amounts of money to try to get these things out, to submit their NDAs for the FDA, and complete their CRL. So it shows on here. So this complete response letter, which is CRL, and then they have the FDA, which is the association that approves it, and then they have the NDA. So there's a certain step or certain processes that a pharmaceutical company has to do in order to get something approved, but there's a large amount of money behind it. So this to me may just be a paperwork thing where it wasn't in the right format, or there's some other data that they needed in order to approve it. But I think once a positive update comes out, that they get their paperwork in order and that the FDA will actually allow it to be submitted, then I think the company is going to continue to go up. So right now it's kind of running sideways. It fell off tremendously because of that. It looked like it tried to rebounce, bounce back up after that. But if we see on here, it's just steadily gone down. But I think it has potential if it gets that FDA approval to go back up. So that's my list for oversold stocks. Drop a comment down below to what stocks you guys are looking at for this week. And good luck to everybody trading out there. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.